Very good. Thank you very much. So we are from Group 6. Our selected Australian-based company is BHP Management. Our group member consists of 6 members. Starting off with Wayne, so you are myself, Chloe, Leah, Yongyu, and me. Alright, moving on. So I'll bring you all through a short brief on our case study. Basically, BHP Mining, they do collecting on natural resources and making the resources through process until the final product, like steel or making renewable energy through our daily lives. And the purpose of doing this case study is we want to get to better know on the gender diversity on BHP workplace. So traditionally, BHP Mining, they are a male-oriented company, which they are more male workers compared to female workers. After our findings in the recent year, they have some new changes. And currently, the women representative for BHP workforce is 41.3%, and the new hires is up to 63.3%, and 41.3% of senior executives are women. So this shows that BHP is prioritizing women and men currently, and they have the equal ratio. And then strong diversity initiatives also are implemented in the company. And last but not least, challenges remain in leadership progression and retention for BHP Mining. Right, so to move on deeper into BHP, I'll pass it on to Chloe.
Okay, thank you, Tia. And now I will introduce about the company background. BHP was one of the largest companies that is founded in 1885, and the headquarters is in Melbourne, Australia. The company operates across Australia, Americas, and also the Asians, and it's mainly producing the key such as iron ore, copper, metallurgical coal, and nickel. These resources are essentials for infrastructure development and also energy productions and technological advancement worldwide. And today, BHP operation is an industry that is experiencing significant change. Global efforts to reduce the carbon emissions, along with stricter environmental regulations and increasing sustainability expectations. And also, it's transforming the mining sectors. While these changes have created challenges for the traditional mining operations, there are also present new opportunities for it. Demand for critical miners such as copper and nickel is expected to grow due to their important role in renewable energy technology and also the electric vehicles. As a result, BHP is strategically adapting its operations and portfolio to remain competitive and create the stakeholder values and support the transitions to a more sustainable future. And next, I will pass to Yongyu for the continued present.
So I will talk about methodology. So this diversity audit adopts a qualitative case study approach to evaluate the diversity and inclusion practice of BHP, with a particular focus on gender diversity and leadership representation. Secondary data was used mainly from BHP annual and ESG reports, diversity policies, workflows, statistics, and corporate governance documents supported by academic journals, industry reports, and media sources. The analysis is guided by diversity management theory and inclusive leadership theory, which help evaluate how BHP manage workforce diversity and support women's career progressions into leadership role. The analysis is the methodology involves reviewing relevant documents and categorizing the data into key themes such as workforce participation, leadership representation, pay equity, and workplace culture, and then comparing findings with academic literature and industry benchmark. Content analysis was used to identify key patterns and insights from the qualitative data supported by workforce statistics to strengthen the evaluation. So next is
So now I will be talking about the key finding and analysis focusing on the topic of gender diversity. So according to the findings, the female employees represented 41.3% as compared to the male employees. But this result is they have shown some increases on the percentage compared to the previous year. So this can show that the BHP is stressed on the gender diversity issues, focusing on the female workers. Apart from that, that inside the BHP company there are also some of the issues. One of it is the glass ceiling. So by glass ceiling, it's basically like a hidden issues that hinder that is a hidden issues that hinder the female employees to go to a higher management positions. Yeah, so this is currently the finding and that's that. Besides that, BHP also implements some of the programs and relatively program is related to some of the theories. One of it is the distinctive leaders program, which reflects the inclusive leadership theory. And besides that, the BHP diversity policies is reflecting strategy diversity management framework. So example, BHP implement the workplace redesign and also flexible working timing to suit the female employees. So next, BHP connect inclusion and diversity with employee engagement, productivity, and also workplace safety. This reflects the business case approach. This approach means that a leader is important in forming inclusion and diversity workplace environment, and even though the workplace culture cannot be excluded. Yeah. So beside that is the structural changes. BHP use the workplace redesign, implement flexible work options, and also the bias reduction strategies to let the employees to have a correct channels to report any of the discriminations and also misconduct. The next is about the pay equity. So BHP use pay equity like a fair wages among female and also the male employees, and this reflects the equity theory because they realize that if the employees are treated fairly, they are more willing to work with the company. Okay, then besides that, the BHP human rights policy statement stated that its confidential reporting channel is mainly used for the employees to report any of the misconduct, and it's privately. Means that it can secure the employees' mental and also physical health. And the last one is the gaps. So one of the gaps is that BHP has limited discussions on the actual workplace experience. As you can see in its annual report, it mainly focuses on the numerical findings. Like just now, the 43.2% as stated in the previous pie chart. So this is one of the gaps that BHP should improve. And another gap is the long-term retention for the female employees. So as mentioned, the mining industry is mainly stressed on the male workers. Okay. So BHP has to think of some better ways to let the female employees to stay at the company long term. Okay, thank you.
Okay. So next I will be presenting on the recommendations. So there are several ways to improve the gender diversity and the inclusion as well. So the first one, create a leadership development program mainly for women. So we can see that before that, most of the senior executive or the CEO of the company were men. So now creating this leadership development program for women can help to develop their confidence and then their personal skills and so on for the future. So as you can see that the BHP could create more and expand its leadership programs. This way it helps promote diversity and modern ways as compared to the traditional style of work. So giving opportunities for women to lead teams or company helps shaping them into building better, confident, stronger leadership and skills. So the next one will be fostering a workplace cultures that values gender equality. So having a workplace that focusing on promoting the gender diversity cultures actually makes both genders to be really comfortable, so that both parties and both genders can work in a very happy environment and can contribute better towards the organization's goal. So the third one is the design talent development and promotion program. So this talent development program is actually a little bit different compared to leadership programs. The talent development is mainly focusing on the skills and the knowledge that teaches men and women for enhancing their skills and knowledge towards the company. So these are the three main recommendations that could be done to help for the BHP to improve their diversity in the organizations. So next I'll pass it to Priya to present the part.
So to conclude our entire presentation, our analysis here shows that BHP has made some significant progress in promoting gender diversity and also inclusion. And as they mentioned earlier, we can also see that the female workforce participation rate has increased up to 41.3%, which shows the commitment of the organization in creating a more diverse workforce. And even so, there are still some areas that need improvement, especially when it comes to increasing the number of women in leadership position, as well as ensuring that they remain in the organization for a long term. This suggests that achieving diversity is not just about recruiting more women, but it's also to give them equal opportunities when it comes to their career growth and also their for more advancement. And so therefore our group, we believe that BHP should continue investing in more leadership development programs, talent development initiatives, as well as to come up with more workplace policies that promotes more equality as well as inclusion. And I think by doing so, BHP can definitely strengthen their organizational performance as well as create a more sustainable and also a more supportive working environment for all of their employees there. So that is all from us today. Thank you for
Mr. Kwok, I want to hear more from you. Of course, what's the challenge for you in managing the group, managing your group?
Okay. Yeah. Or what's the challenges in managing the group? I think the mainly challenge, right, is communication. Yeah, like we have distributed different parts. So like we are doing under the same case study. Everyone has to be aligned in the same topic. So yeah, this is one of the main challenges.
Okay. I have one question. Okay, can anyone from you, okay, talk further on glass ceiling?
So like I mentioned just now, the glass ceiling is basically an invisible risk, okay, that happens in the company that affects the women's progression into higher positions. Yeah.
Right. Okay, thank you. That's all.